I'm Christine Collins, Master Certified Hypnotherapist, and I'm here to help you with your mindset and your goals. Hey there, I'm Christine Collins. Sometimes we think about achieving a goal or reaching success is related to things like willpower, hard work, and even luck, and not to take away from those factors. However, one of the key missing pieces that we often overlook is our belief in whether or not we think something is possible. When we dismiss something outright as just simply not being capable of happening for us, we really dramatically reduce the possibility that it can actually come into existence. And that has a lot more to do with our neurobiology and our behaviors and choices. When we believe something is possible for us, we act differently, we choose differently, and we interact with the world around us and people differently. This comes through in our messaging, in the way that we write to our audience, in the way that we speak to other people, in the way that we describe the work that we do. So one of the things that can really up-level and enhance our messaging is to develop our capacity for holding a new truth around that success, around that goal actually happening. But one of the fastest, easiest, and I would argue most relaxing ways to go about this is to use subconscious tools like hypnosis and EFT. These, as well as other tools, help to work at a subconscious level where some of our beliefs may not even enter into our conscious awareness, where we're not walking around all day necessarily understanding that we have a limitation in how we're looking at things. We don't necessarily see our own lens that we are looking through. And so with hypnosis specifically, the way that it works is it guides you into a deeply relaxed state, which is very healthy just on its own. The alpha and theta brainwaves are known for being rejuvenating and restorative for both the body and the mind. But once you're in that deeply relaxed state, not only do you become more creative and more capable of doing things like solving problems, but also make you more open-minded, a little bit less cynical. When we are at a stage where we're ready to shift and kind of mold some of our beliefs and transform them, it's much easier to make those changes subconsciously when we are in this more pliable state of the alpha and theta brainwaves. So while we're there getting this juicy, deep relaxation and resting and restoring our bodies and minds, we can also begin to put in some more positive, more optimistic beliefs. Things like, I am capable of doing this. Success is possible for me on whatever the goal or focus or topic is for you. I can be confident. I can express myself in a way that demonstrates my belief in the value and worth of what I do. And so it's kind of like a beautiful little double dose where you're getting this gorgeous relaxation, this restoration, and at the same time being able to kind of up-level some of the lenses that we are looking through, the belief systems that we are operating from. And when that begins to shift into a little bit more positive outlook, a little bit more optimistic viewpoint, we begin to see, think, and act differently. And that spills over into how we communicate, how we write our message and convey ourselves in our content, how we interact with people. And this is true in your personal world as well as in the business world. That confidence begins to spill out. And nothing is more attractive and attracting to an audience than a little bit of confidence, a little bit of demonstration of expertise, a little bit of connection, and to articulate ourselves in a way that conveys all of the deepest parts of ourselves that are worth conveying. I have found a way to provide some of this on demand so that it can be more accessible. Not only does it allow for hypnosis to become accessible at a lower price point, but one of the key factors in terms of developing new neural pathways, new beliefs, new habits, new behaviors is regular repetition and reinforcement of those neural pathways. So as we repetitively listen to to a message that's positive, that's optimistic, that's telling us we're worthy, we're good enough, we can do this, it can work out, it can be wonderful, the more we hear that message, it is also counteracting perhaps the many years of messaging we may have received of you're not good enough, you can't do it, it's not going to work out for you. And so in having this new positive messaging coming in, we are reinforcing that message over and over again. And so for me, the way I like to do it is I like to listen every single morning because it sets the tone, the vibe for my day. It puts me in a good mood. It gets me all juiced up and feeling a little happy, a little confident, a little bit ready to actually get out of bed and get started with my day. And having that repetition of that daily practice is so powerful because that message begins to really seep in for us. So if this is something that you're interested in for yourself, I do offer a mindset membership that is extremely low cost for hypnosis access. And there are a multitude of different topics, different hypnosis audios that you can pick and choose from depending on what you need in a given moment. So go ahead and check that out. And of course, if you have questions for me, I'm always happy to answer those. And until we connect the next time, I wish you a most magical and creative rest of your day. Thanks for listening. This is Christine Collins at ravenmosaic.com.